And hello, everybody. Salute and welcome to a special, very special RSG video, aka where we are breaking down the new kit reveal to the new Maul, not Darth Maul, not Lord Maul, just good old-fashioned plain Maul. Brought to you by Capital Games, and thank you to CG for allowing us to do this kit reveal. Joining me, of course, is my co-host, as you know me to be Ranger J 1999. I've got my co-host Sir Loki, the sexy Buddha himself. Sir Loki, how the hell are you?
Dude, I'm super excited, just like you, man.
I know, right?
Been waiting a while for this, and thank you again to CG for letting us reveal the kid here. This is going to be
Yes.
epic.
Yeah, he looks great. It's of course this is Maul season 7, Clone Wars Maul, with some other stuff. Now we did a full dev interview which will be going up. This video should go up first, and then after a little bit they'll have the dev interview we did, so you can go. We really break down a lot of this stuff and ask a lot of questions about the kit.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go down, break down the kit for you guys. This is exclusive, and show you each of the new abilities, the new kit, and and give a little bit of insight and stuff, and then we'll take it from there. So this is just a kit reveal and some of our thoughts and stuff. But yeah, I'm excited. You ready to rock and roll, Maul? AKA Sir Loki.
Dude. I got my
You
Run
look, you
Disney
look
shirt
like
on
Maul.
with Maul on it and
I know.
Ahsoka. I'm ready to go.
He
Man.
wanted to wear his medal. I said no. So
Ranger said I look ridiculous.
I
but
said no.
In honor of Maul, I got my Run shirt on. Big old Maul right here.
I know.
Can't wait, man.
All right, here we go. Rock and roll. Let's kick some butt and let's do this. So, starting off with, let's cover his whole thing, and then I'll allow Loki to introduce the first ability. And you can see here that Maul is a dark side attacker, leader, Mandalorian, unaligned force user. So pretty cool. Bring this in a little bit bigger view for you guys. Highlight says deadly force user. Usurper ability empowers the Mandalorian faction, and the new debuff Anguish makes Maul take damage at the start of his turn, and he gains offense equal to the amount of damage taken. Maul can consume Anguish using his Seething Rage ability. And we're going to break down all this for you guys. And it was interesting, and we get more into this with the developers, me and Loki do, but you can see the synergy that they recommend, of course, is Lord Vader. And then you can see the Mando faction pretty much listed there. It can be any of those characters that you can use in coinciding with Lord Vader and Maul. So he's looking pretty aggressive there, Sir Locomotive.
Yeah, no surprises here. I mean, CG already mentioned in the Road Ahead video, he's going to be the ultimate synergy with Lord Vader. So I'm stoked, man.
All right. I am too, man. So let's cover his first ability. Let's get into it. I'll allow you the honors here, Sir Loki. Let me just pull it up. Technology fails
Age before beauty, right?
Right. So here we go. All right, go ahead and take it off there, my friend.
All right. So his basic, it's called Crushing Blow. Deal physical damage to target enemy. If this is the first attack Maul used this turn, Maul gains 1 stack of Anguish. Stacking max of 5, and if it critically hits, Maul gains another stack of Anguish, and then we'll get into what Anguish is. Anguish takes damage at the start of their turn equal to 2% of their max health for each stack of Anguish. So it's 2% of their max health for each stack of Anguish, and gains that much offense until the end of their turn. This character cannot be defeated by this damage. So right off the bat, Ranger, I think you can agree. Definitely going to be looking at some health mods for this guy.
Yeah, a little
bit. Very, very feels like General Grievous a little bit. Where the more health he has, the more damage he's going to get. Stack is off. More offense is going to be stacked on Maul based on the Anguish debuff that's getting stacked on him. Interesting to see that he takes damage from his own. He hurts himself is basically what it is. But
right.
Very, very, very appropriately named Crushing Blow. Because it sounds like it's gonna pack a punch. So
yes, it is. All right.
Yep.
Let's get into the next one, and that is going to be, of course, and I will read this out. Special 1, Fervent Rush. Dispel all buffs on the target enemy, deal physical damage to all enemies, and inflict offensive down for 2 turns. This attack deals 5% more damage for each buff dispelled. Maul gains 2 stacks of anguish, stacks him max of 5. If enemy was defeated by this attack, Maul instead gains the maximum stack of anguish. So this is the new kind of we talked about anguish. This one has it's his first Zeta. He has 3 Zetas. This is one of 3. It's got a cooldown of 3. So it's really nice. It dispels all the buffs on the target enemy. And then it does physical damage to all enemies, inflicts offense down for 2 turns. It's a very nice one. And now it's on 3 cooldown, but you'll see with the rest of his mechanic, it's not that hard to get to this and to do what he needs to do. And then of course, for the anguish stuff.
This special kind of feels like his original special, right? Where it's kind of like an AoE. Instead of doing AoE days, it does AoE offense down and a bunch of other stuff.
Right.
And then he gets a bunch of damage. And then the big one is he gains 2 stacks of anguish, right? Which is big.
Which kind of helps him, keep his anguish going, right? Because that's the whole key to is the anguish ability, right? And what he's doing with anguish. So, yeah, there's the new one on that. If you want to take the next one there, Loki, we will break it down for you here.
Special number 2. So this is his second Zeta. It's on Seething Rage. Cooldown is actually 0, and we'll get to that. But anytime you have a cooldown of 0 on an ability, it's always a good for you, bad for them. But, this special just blows my mind right here. It's deal true damage to target enemy and inflict buff immunity for 2 turns. If Maul has 5 stacks of anguish, increase target enemies cooldowns by 2.
That's nuts.
That is all their cooldowns. You increase them by 2. Maul loses 1 stack of anguish though, and takes a bonus turn. That is crazy. This attack cannot be countered. Each time this ability is used, it deals 60% more damage on subsequent uses and increases by an additional 60% until Maul uses a different ability during his turn. This ability can be used unless Maul has anguish. So
this thing stacks. Oh boy.
This is okay, so this thing is on cooldown. This is on a cooldown of 0 as long as Maul has any amount of anguish on.
Right.
Okay, so let's start there. He consumes anguish every time he uses this ability, but then he takes an additional turn. So if he has 5 stacks of anguish, Ranger, correct me if I'm wrong, but it feels like he can use this ability 5 times.
Yep.
He takes 5 turns at a minimum. During the dev interview, we were talking about, maybe you can alternate between the basic and Seething Rage, or you can get cute with it and just, but dude, if I'm reading this wrong, and again, correct me if I'm wrong, it sounds like he has the opportunity to take at least 5 turns with this.
Yeah.
Is that the way you're reading it?
That's what I'm reading, and we could be wrong on this, but it's looking pretty impressive.
So
just my mind.
But before we move to the next ability, this is kind of the scenario I'm playing in my head, but you do a bunch of Seething Rage until Fervent Rush gets off a cooldown, which is a 3-turn cooldown.
Right.
Then you do Fervent Rush, you get 2 more stacks of anguish, and then you can do Seething Rage again a couple times maybe or so. Dude, are you kidding me with this?
Yeah.
And there's still more to the kit. If you want to jump into the leader, Ranger, this is...
Yeah, and because now remember, this one you cannot use against... This excludes raid bosses and Galactic Legends, so if you had your hopes up for that... Wrongo. All right, here goes the mouthful. Oh, boy. This is the crazy leadership ability, so let's get into this one. So, Leader, Usurper. Mandalorian allies have 5% max health for each Mandalorian ally at the start of the battle and 25% more offense. Why is that? For some reason, my computer just went crazy. I don't know why that's doing that. Stop it. All right, there we go. At the start of the battle, if Maul is in the leader slot and not the ally slot, Mandalorians in the leader slot gain 1 stack of Mandalore. Stacking max 2 until they're defeated, which can't be copied, dispelled, or prevented. When a character with Mandalore is defeated, the character that defeated them gains Mandalore until they're defeated. There can't be more than 2 Mandalore effects in battle. Mandalorian allies deal 20% more damage when they target an enemy with Mandalore. While there are 2 Mandalore buffs on allied characters, all Mandalorian allies deal 50% more damage during their turn. What is Mandalore? Mandalore is Mandalorian allies assist dealing 50% less damage when this character uses an ability during their turn. At the start of every turn, dispel all debuffs on the healthiest Mandalorian ally without Mandalore, and that ally gains taunt and 100% defense. Good lord! Until the end of the turn. Defeating this character will grant Mandalore to the character that defeated them. If this character is defeated by a status effect, Mandalore will not be granted to anyone. This is a kind of a little new thing there, Loki. I'm just throwing that out there. I mean, holy moly, goodness gracious, great balls of fire.
I
This one's,
I
I was like, wow, hot potato, anybody? You want to play some hot potato there, Loki? I mean,
I dude, I mean, okay.
this is fun.
Historically, on Reality Skewed Gamers, we always give CG a hard time when they don't put speed in a leader ability, right? I mean, but that last sentence you read where it says Mandalorian allies assist during or dealing 50% less damage when this character uses an ability during their turn.
Right.
We just talked about his second special, Seething Rage,
Mhm.
where he could pretty much possibly take 5 turns in a row.
Right.
Am I reading this wrong, Ranger? But are you seeing what I'm seeing? It's kind of like
He's gonna be.
Mothma
He's gonna
on
be swinging.
steroids a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah, and so he's gonna be hitting a lot. Yeah, he's gonna be.
He's going to
taking a
be
lot.
hitting, and then they're going to be hitting, right? The
Right.
Mandalorians behind him. Assuming you put a full team of Mandalorians. Another thing I'm kind of reading out of this kit is it has a forced taunt, which is kind of cool. But you don't need to run a full Mandalorian squad with Maul. You can run Maul and maybe 2 Mandos.
Right.
And you can give taunt to one of the Mandos while you have another 2 allies kind of, you have a healer, maybe put Zeta Barris, maybe, I don't know, like you can put 2 non-Mandalorians, 3 non-Mandalorians with them, and you can force this taunt onto the other Mandalorian ally you have, right?
Yeah.
And kind of have them run interference for you a little bit while Maul does his
Yeah, they're gonna
thing.
have 100% defense, on top of that. So I mean, it's gonna make them a little bit beefy.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not gonna. I mean, they can. It's not gonna make them super, but tanky. But I mean, they'll give them enough of a cushion there that you can try.
Oh,
to
I don't know.
survive.
We got that
Well,
fix
let's-
coming.
well,
Maybe
we'll see. We'll
defense
see.
is the best stat, Ranger. They've been listening to you.
Best defense.
They've been listening to you, brother.
Yes, I know. All right, we ready for
So-
the next ability here?
Yeah.
So let's get into the next ability here, and I'll let you take it out there.
Yeah, so this is his he's got 1 unique, Bound by Hatred. This is the last Zeta. So again, Maul takes 3 Zetas. His unique reads, Maul's attacks are unavoidable, and he has 15% offense.
Nice.
At the start of the battle, Maul gains Frenzy and Retribution for 2 turns and 3 stacks of Anguish. Okay, so he's already got 3 stacks of Anguish off the bat at the start of the battle with Frenzy. And then here's the anti-Kenobi. Again, cue the Kenobi yell.
Kenobi!
There you go. If there's an enemy Kenobi, so anything, Kenobi on the other side, Maul instead gains the maximum stacks of Anguish, which is 5. He's already got his 5 bonus turns ready to go. While Maul has 3 or more stacks of Anguish, he's immune to stun and ability block. Wow. Okay, so you can't even stop this guy if he's got 3 or more. While Maul has 5 stacks of Anguish, he ignores taunt. Okay, so now he can get around Kenobi, but he is always critically hit by enemy attacks. Okay, so
Yeah.
he leaves himself a little bit vulnerable.
Yeah, he can be hit hard. I mean, and he also damages himself. If this is part of that mechanic, right?
Sure.
He does tons of damage, but he's kind of hurting himself doing it, and he's open to being kind of damaged. So
Wow, man.
it makes sense. I thought this was a fun mechanic where it's like Kenobi. It's like I saw that. Like, of course you had to put that in there. He hates Kenobi. He hates him, Loki. So
Oh
yeah,
my goodness. Man.
yeah. This is an unbelievable kit. I mean, I'm super excited about this. I mean,
The more I read it, brother, the more I get excited because
know,
now I
right?
start picking up little nuances and, I'm super excited, man.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
So I mean, we there's some stuff we still have to kind of have to check out and figure out. We don't have his stats, but you will be able to get them all, as been previously in the forum post, through Conquest. just like you got Ahsoka, he's going to be the new conquest character that you go after. So we'll all
Mhm.
be doing conquest and going after those big giant red boxes to get the max shards so we can unlock this character. And it should take 3 conquests just like it took Ahsoka. So that's how you'll get them unlocked. And I'm sure we'll see more. We know there's synergy with Lord Vader. We talked to the devs about that. You can see that in the dev interview when that post. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy
Wow.
this. I mean, Loki's excited. I'm excited. I mean, this is going to be really good stuff. So let us know what you think in the comments. Keep them civil, whether you like it or not. Be constructive. More than welcome to give whatever feedback you want on the initial look at his kit. Again, we don't have a stats or anything else, but this is just his initial look, his initial kit, everything like that. Let us know what you think. Of course, hit the thumbs up, subscribe. It's always appreciated. It's YouTube, so if you like the content, hey, why don't you help us out, help the channel out. And again, Loki, can we not say thank you enough for Capital Gains for letting us have this? This is a pretty awesome thing that they're letting us do with this kit reveal.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you guys for everything, and thank you skewers for checking it out, man. We were super excited when they approached us, and we were able to do this kit reveal for you guys. So I hope you enjoy it.
Absolutely. So if you hope you like the new Maul. So with that, we're going to say goodbye. So on behalf of myself and Sir Loki, salute. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you soon.